And like when somebody says to you like, you know, like how can you do, like to me, what was it? Like, are you, like, why did you didn't get married to, oh, it was yours. Well, of course, successful woman, you got, of course, you're typical, you're gonna get married too late. Immediately, I want you to look at that person and say, you got married too early. Yeah. You thought you were supposed to be married by 28. Do you know what I mean? Far more people get married too early than too late. Far. Everybody has this compass. You know, oh, I have to, you know, and like people don't take modern, I mean, you know, I put out a lot of shit to the world. You know how many women have DM'd me and said, Gary, easy for you to say, but I have to give birth. Like, I want to have children, and you know, I'm funny, I'm like, reply, you know, I look at the picture, I'm like, how old are you? You know, and they're like, 29. And I'm like, are you incorporating modern medicine? Like, you do understand that most of the things we fully believe in were set by people that died at 40. Of course you got married at 20. You were dead at 40. like of course 30 used to seem bad. It was almost over. 30 today? Everyone's living to 100 that's 25 right now. All these fuckers, I'm so envious. That's the one thing I'm envious about. I feel like, by the way, I will not be able to, please God, do not let the following thing happen while I'm alive. If they fucking figure this shit out, if I wake up one day and the whole world is melted because every TV station, newspaper, and social media is talking about some mapping of something or something happened and now people don't die, I'm gonna be pissed. If it says everybody under the age of 25 will not pass away, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna be like, I fucking missed it by 19 years, this is some bullshit. Like, I would much rather be somebody that didn't know this to be true. But that's so true, like this, like, the greatest, I would be, Woodsy, I'd be so pissed. I would literally, honestly, I would be fucking punching 19-year-olds in the face. Like, just running around her, like, we'd be there in a team, I can tell you. Maria, but this, I think this is really emerging, and it's really great, individuality. All this is about, I work for 900 people. That's why I think I'm building a big company. Individually, I'm trying to understand them all. Their ambitions, their wants, their needs. Today, tomorrow, a young company, they get married, all of a sudden they want more money, it's not about freedom, but yeah, it's really exciting. Like, I think we're close, honestly. Yeah. I see what's happening. Right now, I'll tell you why I think we're close, because everyone's so upset. Everyone's so upset about politics and blaming social media, and everything's about hate and bullying and shootings and everything, and I'm like, we're close, because there's a counter to that. Guys, right now we're living to the counter of social 2009 to 11. I think you can remember this, and maybe it wasn't in your radar as much as me because I was in it. The first 3 or 4 years of social, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, people were like, this is amazing, it's giving voice to the voiceless. Now we're in this is horrible. These evil voices are taking, you know, this is what happens. I think we're very close to cheering for people's ability to be 41 and wait. I think people lack perspective.
That's it,
you know,
man.
one of the things that absolutely I've been sharing that has really been valuable is when I meet 57-year-old homies and I keep reminding them, like, you do know that you're gonna live for another 40 years. And like, why are you wrapping shit up? Oh, because your grandfather did. And that's what you saw.
Conditioning.
Correct. News alert, it's not 1973 anymore.
Yep.
Right? Like, I'm sitting here, I'm 43, and I'm like, fuck, man. Yes, I know, and everybody loves, you could get hit by a bus. I'm like, cool, and then I won't care. But if not, like, if I'm going for another 55, if I'm going for another 65 with modern medicine, like, late second quarter.
You're just getting started.
I can handle 11.
Just getting started, baby.
Right, but it's real.
It is.
It's real, and like, I really want that. Like, people, you know how many people think they're fucked up if they don't have shit figured out at 30? Like, really fucked up.
It's too late. It's too late. I ruined it. I went left when I should have gone right, and here I am, and it's all fucked.
I should have taken that job. My friend from Michigan State took that job, and he's got a nice house in the suburbs. I fucked up. I thought I was gonna be a rock star. I'm like, dude, you haven't even started. You haven't even started.
What is the legacy that you want to leave behind?
That I gave more than I took. It's very clear to me. I'm very passionate about this. I want to guilt the world to come to my funeral. I do. It's very like ludicrous. I'm telling you right now, I think about the attendance of my funeral often. I do. I think it's the great scorecard. I think in sports, I've used a ton of analogies. I think everything the Mets were playing Game 6 of the World Series in 1986 in their home stadium, and the scoreboard said, "Congratulations, Boston Red Sox, 1986 champions," because they were down 3-1, I think the score was. They were down 2 runs, and there was 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 9th in Game 6 of the World Series, and Boston was up 3-2. And they won that World Series. If you're 74 years old listening right now, and you're a fuck up through and through all the way, I think you can be the 86 Mets. I really believe that. I really think that's cool. Yes, I'm optimistic. It's also real. It's truth. And so I think the final score is when you die. And I think the scoreboard is how many people show up to your fucking funeral. That is my perspective on life. And so my legacy will be, will Nick Dio, who spent meaningful time with me at some point in our lives, hopefully forever, but if he goes on to, like, will he feel so compelled when he's in Arizona doing whatever he's doing with his life, that when he hears the news, will he be so compelled? Nick, how old are you? 28. So I'm 15 years. So will 86-year-old Nick Dio in Arizona doing his thing, when he hears the news that 101-year-old Gary has gone, 7-time Super Bowl champion owner Gary Vaynerchuk has passed, will he feel compelled? Like, will he feel it in his gut that he has to go, to that funeral is something I think about a lot, because it takes a lot to do that, right? There's a big difference between posting a photo on whatever the Instagram is, or the hologram he makes, or the fucking VR world we live in. Very different than because he hurt his hip because he works out a lot, and now he's degenerate hip in fucking 86 in Arizona, and flying fucking sucks, or whatever the fuck we do now, time machine shit, or whatever the fuck's going on. Will he put in the effort to go to the funeral? I think the level of value that I need to bring Nick Dio 86 is a lot more than people think to get him to get up and get on that plane or whatever. And that's what I'm trying to do. Well,
you're going to have to scatter your ashes over that Jet Stadium, because there's going to be a lot of people come to that funeral, brother.
I really hope so. And honestly, one of the things, to wrap it up, I also think that we need more people with ambitions like that. Like, people hear that sometimes, and I'll take like a razz, and they're like, "You were so full of yourself." I'm like, are you listening to what I'm saying? I'm saying that I want to impact people in a positive enough way. Like, we need to have, I think people need to have bigger ambitions on impact. Selflessness, humility. These are things that need to be attractive. Yeah. I think the biggest winners I know are humble. I mean that, truly humble, when nobody's paying attention. How do they, I don't have a lot of friends because I'm busy and I want to spend time with my family. Do you know how much do you understand why I even interact with you? It's how you interact with somebody when we walk into a gym to play basketball. Like, that's what, people are gonna be nice to me, especially now. Like, I watch everybody. I'm collecting data 24/7. How are people interacting with other people? Who are they in their fucking soul? Are you smiling at a stranger when you're, do you know my favorite thing to do in life? I did the other day, like, it just really hit me, like, God, I love this. God, I love my fucking parents and DNA and circumstance. Do you know how fun it is to walk in an airport and look at somebody and just smile dead in their face and get them to smile at you back? It's nice. It's nice. I like that shit, man. Positivity is underrated. Underrated. It's not about better ideas. It's about knowing what makes you happy. So if you're doing personal training because it fucking really makes you happy, then you got a chance to do it. It's not about, is cannabis better than social media, is better than drop shipping, is better than TikTok. It's what the fuck are you about? And if you're about that, then you've got a much better chance to put in the work to actually make you happy about it, because everyone's chasing money versus chasing the shit that makes them happy or the thing they're good at, There's no better, there's you being more self-aware.